5 tips to get motivated for the day and also to motivate others. Most people know that it is important to be motivated. Here are a few tips to see how to do it. I guess the question is how? How do you stay motivated? There are various things to keep in mind. Take some time for yourself. Set goals and make a plan. Be accountable to someone else. Find your purpose. And look for your passion. 5 everyday triggers that help us stay motivated. Motivation is the driving force that makes people want to achieve their goals. It's what keeps us going and what makes life worth living. Now, there are many motivational quotes and phrases that we can use to keep ourselves motivated at all times. Here are 5 triggers that help us stay motivated. We don't need to be perfect. Being human is enough. Make peace with your past so you can move on to the future. Keep your head up and be proud of who you are. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not good enough. And most importantly, you have the power to change your life. The difference between intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. In order to understand the difference between intrinsic and extrinsic motivation, we need to first understand what drives people. Extrinsic motivators are external rewards that are outside of the person and their work. Examples include money, fame, and praise. Intrinsic motivators are internal rewards that come from within the person themselves. For example, a sense of accomplishment or a feeling of competence. Extrinsic motivation focuses on getting people to do things by providing them with an external reward for doing so, whereas intrinsic motivation focuses on getting people to do things by providing them with an internal reward for doing so. Some examples of extrinsic motivation are money. A person may do work solely to earn money. This is a form of extrinsic motivation because the person is doing work because they desire an external reward, and that reward is money. Another example is praise from others. A person may do work solely for praise from others, which could be further motivation because they will be admired and respected. Example, a writer may compose a piece for the praise of others. Gratitude. A person may do work solely for gratitude, and this might be further motivation because they will feel indebted to those who have helped them. Intrinsic motivation, the sense of accomplishment that comes from completing tasks or achieving a goal on its own merit without needing an external reward. Some examples of intrinsic motivators are: a person may do work because it is their true calling, as they love doing so and want to help others by doing it. A person might do work just because they love what they're doing and find joy in their actions. A person might feel pride in a job well done, or have a sense of belonging when they're part of a team. How do intrinsic and extrinsic factors affect our motivation levels? Intrinsic motivation is a deep satisfaction that comes from doing something because it is inherently satisfying. Extrinsic motivation is the satisfaction that comes from doing something because you are being rewarded for it, or because there is an external consequence. Extrinsic motivation can be bad for your intrinsic motivation levels in various ways. For example, if you're extrinsically motivated to exercise by the promise of a reward, then you may stop exercising when the reward ends, leading to a long-term loss of intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation leads to a sort of satisfying state of flow. Flow is characterized by deep concentration, enhanced creativity, and feeling of absorption in the task at hand. There is no clear boundary in that case between work and play. There are some ways that extrinsic motivation can actually harm intrinsic motivation. For example, reward systems, which are often use scarce resources such as time, money, or effort. Extrinsic motivation may be perceived by a person as being significant in and of itself, without understanding the true value of intrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation uses external factors to motivate behavior, which can be detrimental to an individual's self-motivation. How to find what works for you in terms of personal motivation. We all have some personal motivators that drive us to take action. It's important to find out what works for you so that you can use it as a tool and to your advantage. Motivation is a powerful force, and it comes in many shapes and sizes. There are some people who are motivated by money, others by the opportunity to learn something new, and still others who are motivated by the feeling of accomplishment. To motivate yourself, it is important to find out what motivates you and then use that as your personal motivator. Setting goals and tracking progress is another good way of keeping motivated because it gives you something to work towards. It also provides an incentive for you when you hit certain milestones. For example, if you set a goal of running 1 mile per day, you will be motivated when you hit your goal. Using strategy such as visualization is another effective way to stay motivated because it allows you to take control of the situation. You can visualize yourself doing things that are going to give you motivation and confidence, which will lead to success. How to build a perfect morning routine to stay motivated. What is the perfect morning routine? The perfect morning routine can be different for everyone. The key is to find what works best for you and what motivates you to start your day right. So how does one build a perfect morning routine to stay motivated? Here are a few tricks. Plan your morning the night before. Think of techniques like meditation. Get up early. Drink a glass of water. Do some exercise or stretching. Eat healthy breakfast. And of course, importantly, make sure that you set goals for the day. To summarize, motivation is an important aspect of life, but it doesn't happen on its own. It needs hard work and discipline, just as anything else in life. Many of us wake up in the morning feeling the weight of our responsibilities and without any motivation to do anything. This is a common sentiment that most feel from time to time. It's important not to let this linger on, because if you do, and if you don't start taking care of this yourself, it will affect your work and relationships with other people in your life. Thank you.